Welcome back, guys. Today, we'll be racing in the fourth and final round of the Manufacturer Cup World Series in Gran Turismo 7. This round takes place in the Dragon Tail Gardens, allowing us to do 11 laps with 4% tire wear. For this race, I chose the Ferrari 458 Italia GR4. I like this car because it's somewhat balanced and it's quick. Like, as you see in some of these practice laps and qualifying laps, I was able to hold out this car almost full throttle for a majority of these corners without losing too much control. This car does sometimes tend to slip if you brake too hard in certain corners, and I know, like, that's common for other cars. I just feel like for this car, it just kind of happens more often, but I've learned how to counter steer that so it doesn't affect me too bad. But I also feel like a lot of people that drive the Ferrari cars or see people driving them, it's kind of like oh, you're a new player, you just like Ferrari. So I kind of wanted to like use it just to prove that like it's not just a cool car, I guess you would say, but that it does have what it takes to be up there with the contenders. And I wanted to prove that as a new player, I could drive to everyone's expectations and not them think I'm just a Ferrari fan, if that makes sense. So kind of being different and just their overall control of the car is what really dragged me to want to drive this car and be able to compete. I did catch myself though pushing this car way harder than I needed to in several of these corners, costing me way more time than it should have on some of these laps. Like some of these laps I could have been way quicker on if I just slowed down and controlled the car instead of trying to rough it and just push full throttle. Because sometimes smooth is quicker. But with that being said, I did find myself tending to overbrake in a bunch of corners that I really didn't need to really push the brakes on. Like some of them just needed a little tap and then some like throttle work. But I would catch myself almost slamming the brakes trying to make turns. Like for example, when I first drove this little 4-point right here, I would tend to like slam the brakes trying to make it across. In reality, all I had to do is tap it and then just throttle out, almost full throttle, and you could easily make that. Same thing for this corner right here. I would tend to slam on the brakes way earlier, and as you see, I'm on the designated racing line, but I was just losing way more speed than what was really necessary on that corner, costing me a good chunk of time on this first practice lap. And as you see, I came across with 145.4, which I don't think that's terrible for a first-time player, but it definitely wasn't fast enough to be top 3 or possibly even top 5, because there's a bunch of time I could have cut off right there if I would have just done some acceleration work and pedal work with the brakes. As you see on the current starting grid, I am going into qualifying in 9th position, which is a bit unfortunate, but with my practice lap time, I think I will be capable enough to get myself at least top 5, possibly top 4, but it really depends on this qualifying lap right here. And I'm not sure why, but as you see over there on the board, someone was going in with intermediate tires, which I don't understand what that was for. I think maybe they were changing, but they went out on intermediates, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. But I chose the mediums for this because I feel like 11 laps definitely isn't a long enough race to need the distance laps, or the distance tires, sorry. But it is a long enough distance to where I couldn't go on the quick tires because my tires would have been gone. So I chose the mediums. Well, because it was a medium. I feel like it was a good in between, obviously. And it was a tire that I could really push on and still maintain durability to get me to the end of this race. Okay, starting this first qualifying lap, I did not know what to expect, if I'm being honest. There's some quick people in this lobby, like that Ferrari right there, or Lamborghini, sorry. He was pushing that car as far as it could go, sliding to every corner. And you can see right here, I would try to push, but I caught myself pushing like too hard and sliding through stuff that was just costing me time that I didn't have. As you see, going into this 4-point right here, I don't know what was happening in front of me, but a bunch of chaos took place up in here. Like that GTR right there, he was flying, and that caught me so off guard because he was one of the quickest on the track, and now he's back here in qualifying with me. I'm not sure if he got bumped or whatever happened, but it got really hectic. And on this turn right here, everyone, I don't know why, but I just felt very hectic. Okay, we're now on lap 2 of qualifying, and this group in front of me was a fast group of racers. Like you can see, they're all clumped up right there together, and they're all pushing as hard as they can. And I eventually caught up to them, as you just saw, but it was, I want to say clogged. Clog is a proper word. It was clogged because all these guys were fast, but for some reason, I was just a bit quicker in some of these turns. And it was just a very hectic. It was fun, but it was hectic and kind of nerve-wracking at some points. Because you have some of these guys that are pushing, or me, like, over-pushing. And then you have guys like that are, like, dive-bombing corners, like that AMG right there next to me. They were just, it was a close, pushy, qualifying lap, but it was so fun. And, like, right here coming in at the close, it was tight. That Ferrari, not Ferrari, I keep saying that. That Lamborghini, sorry. He was sliding everywhere, but he wasn't losing any speed. He kept all that momentum until those 3 cars just hit the wall back there. But this Nissan up in front of me, I don't know why, I would catch it, but then he would get so quick. And you see, ending qualifying, I'm in 6th position, which I feel is better than what I thought it was going to be, but a top 5 would have been nice. But 1 spot down isn't anything terrible. I can work my way with 6th position. Alright, let's get this formation lap going. So, as you saw, I'm starting in position 6th, which is pretty good. I'm not sure how that Ferrari in 12th got so far back because we're using the exact same car. And like, if I'm being real, I haven't modified this car or like changed any like settings on it or anything. So it's literally just the default car that I got for the Ferrari internship or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, let's get this race going. As you see, I had a pretty good start there. I started out just pretty steady, not really making any plays or losing time. But up here in this turn, right there, that Lamborghini right there slams the brakes. And I know it wasn't like close, but I thought I was gonna be close. I had me worried. Because this dude was sliding around all qualifying. Oh, 3 cars go ghost there. I'm not sure what that was about. Right here we get in quite a pinch. But as you see, they have a good exit on that corner and I lose some time. Ferrari still sliding, or the Lamborghini still sliding everywhere right there. That Nissan, that blue Nissan up there was really pushing it. So they pushed too much right there in that corner, has to go ghost. I'm not sure why that Lambo went ghost. He was on track, so I'm not sure why they ghosted him. They got this blue Nissan still shoving through. I mean, racing's racing, so as long as he doesn't interfere, well, as I drive straight through him. If it wasn't for ghosting, bro, I swear, this red, like, if we didn't have ghost, if I did stutter that, if we didn't have ghost, that would have been a whole terrible corner right there. As you see, that Lambo still sliding everywhere. That's the second Lambo, actually, still sliding. And now I'm in P4, started in position 6. So that was a pretty good lap, if you ask me. We're just about to close it. Alright, I probably could have throttled out a little harder on this exit. I don't know why I went half throttle right there. Probably could have throttled out completely. But it's good. And as you see, I'm not losing too much time. I'm able to, like, my top speed, well, not top speed, but my speed is able to hold out with these guys, so that was good. I actually, on this lap right there, I learned from that Lambo in front of me that if you slam brakes and throttle out, you can actually gain a lot of speed on the exit, just like that. So that made a whole lot of sense, until he shoves me off right there. I don't know why he ghosted when he was shoving me. I feel like I should have ghosted, but it's good. Right there with the fastest sector. This turn right here, I wasn't trying to take this, because I kept wanting to, like, push hard, but what I ended up doing was I would brake and glide, and then throttle out to pull my front of my car back up front to line me up for that exit. I'm not sure what happened to this Nissan right here, the red one. I don't know how he dropped back in the third right there. But honestly, I probably could have got up in the second if I didn't slide out in that corner just now. Once again with the fastest sector. Goodness. I think, oh, and the Porsche's in the wall. This is a lap where I figured I could throttle out right there. I can't figure out, well, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't catch these guys on the exit. Just because they were just way smoother, and I think I actually do that on the next lap. Once again, that Lambo pushing way too hard, but somehow keeping it. Oh, it was crazy. I'm now back 1.7 seconds, which isn't terrible. But fun fact, that 44 right there was actually my best lap ever on this track, which was super cool. Oh, that Lambo sliding out again. I know Crackman was really pushing the whole way. I almost caught him right here until he slams the brakes right there. Ooh, right into the sand. Oh, and yeah, they started battling right there. I'm not sure why that didn't ghost, but like everything else ghosts. I'm not still sure what causes it, but it's just weird. Like that Lambo up there ghosted, but like there's no one near him. I don't know how I didn't overtake both these guys right here. They both had terrible exits while they're battling out, and I was just cruising. But I'm able to make some moves up here and get myself into third. And then the ghosted Lambo into second. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Right here, I'm just pushing through. Again, right there, like I bumped the back of him, but like just a minute ago when he bumped the back the other Lambo, he ghosted. So I'm not really sure how that works just yet. But now I'm back into P4. On these first couple laps, I feel like my tire management was pretty good. I haven't started slipping yet, but my front right tire is dropping quicker than I would like. As you can see, it's quite lower than all those other wheels. Tires, I guess. Alright, we're 0.7 behind. As long as we can keep it steady, we're chilling. These Lambos still sliding everywhere. I don't know how I didn't catch them. I was having no traction problems and they're sliding out everywhere. Unless that was like a game, like internet thing, I'm not sure. In that corner right there, I popped the curb. If I would have kept contact with the ground, I feel like I probably could have passed him. But it's good. Now down by 2.5 seconds. That red Nissan is just absolute rocket up there with clean air. That Lambo once again over pushing and somehow managing to get back on. I feel like we're in the grass and the dirt. Oh, Crackman is gone. Up into position 3 now. The best sector so far. Over pushed into the grass, or almost into the grass. I learned to throttle out right here with Crackman right on my rear, but I'm able to hold him off. Slight over push right here, but the exit saved it, so I was okay. With this Lambo in front of me, I'm right on him. I got slipstream. Stay tucked behind him, try to keep my speed. I don't want to tap him or go for ghost because that could ruin it, so I turn off left as you see. Ended up going way too hard, trying to keep up with him. Straight into the wall, down into P4, and then there's launched away. I'm now back 4.8 seconds. And I'm still pushing too hard on this, trying to get back online. Now back 5.8 seconds. 6 seconds. I'm just losing time. 6.1. A whole 4 seconds slower on that sector than normal. I gotta catch back up with some clean laps, stay on the line. Throttle out right here, stay on track. I probably could have used the bolt, I don't know what you call them, shoulders, bumps, I don't know. Probably could have used those a little more. Use full track instead of squeezing, but it's good. It's Nish right behind me, he's getting quick. I'm now down 7.7 seconds. Plus 5 seconds on that last sector. Lost a lot of speed this lap because of that wall and me sliding out. Now down 7.9 seconds, 7.8 seconds. I'm gaining, I'm getting back up there. This is definitely going to be a slower lap. Coming to this final turn, able to throttle out, hold that throttle full. As we're going for this lap, my front right tire is still like getting shredded. This isn't very good, but it's not affecting me. Learn right here, I can almost throttle out. You just coast when you get to the apex, and then throttle out, and it pulls the car back to the line. Oh, this corner right here. This was a good corner. I was able to take up a lot of time with this corner. Now down to 6.3 seconds just with that corner. That clean corner really helped me. Best sector with 30 seconds right there. I decided to chip off the shoulder a little more right here, and it ends up taking back because I went way too wide, just trying to hold on, stay on track. Because if I would have hit that grass, the rubble right there, the marbles, it was over. I learned I can push almost full throttle right here, and then ease off, and then throttle back. Okay, the thing with this course, or this track, is you don't really have to full throttle, not full throttle, like full brake. A lot of times it's just like light braking or no braking. Like this corner right here, you can just full throttle out in that 4-point corner. Gain a lot of speed. At 120, I'm getting my pace back with 5.5 seconds. This corner right here, I tried to follow the fastest lap pinpoints, but honestly I didn't see much of a difference until the straightaway right here. Catching up to Crackman in third. Closed my gap to first place rapidly, now at 5 seconds. Right there, Crackman slams his brakes. Luckily I didn't react like I did last time, go flying into the wall or slide out. Now down into third place. Having a clean start to the lap. Actually creating a gap with Crackman behind me. He's actually been placed by a closed, or whatever I'm going to say it, fourth place, the Canadian driver. I'm actually creating a gap and closing the gap with the Lamborghini in front of me. Great corner right there again with 48 seconds now. Full throttle out through this. Just let off the throttle right there. Don't tap the brakes. Don't even touch the brakes. Just tap. Throttle out. Right here, I almost go into the dirt. I almost pushed too hard once again. But now I'm down to 4.5 second gap with first place. I know I can throttle out full max right here. Carry all that momentum out of the corner. I probably could have gone wide, let it go a little wider, and could have held out more speed. But it's okay. It didn't make that big of a difference for me. Coming around this final turn with a 130 of the lap. Going wide on this corner again just so I can throttle out. Almost losing the rear right there. That cost me a bunch of time. Well, not a bunch, but it did cost me a good amount of time. Ending the lap with a 144. Once again, hitting the throttle to pull my car back on the line. This, 13th place getting lapped right there. I'm not sure what happened to them. I guess just unfortunate race. If you see the fastest lap currently, beat me by a millisecond, literally 0.millisecond. 100th of a second, I don't know. But you see 4.4. My fastest lap is a 142.4. The current fastest lap is a 142.3, so I was right there. Catching up to this Lamborghini. Had a great lap, it's coming smooth. He slams the brakes right there, so I have to go wide so I don't hit him. Once again, ghosting. I'm not sure why they ghosted him right there. We weren't close to contact, but that's good. Coming a little hot on this corner, but it's okay. I'm able to throttle out and hold it. This was a great 4-point right here, this sector. Able to carry out all my speed and catch him. And then he tries to cut me off. That's when ghosting came in handy. He would have crashed us both and the race would have been over for both of us right there. I'm not sure why he did that. And right there he slides out, cutting off that other Lambo. Oh no, the Porsche actually, sorry. And that red Nissan, the Rocket, is just gone. Closing this lap with a 144 once again. 0.2 seconds. Now I just have to hold this out, this good second place. But that Lambo's still right behind me. I don't know why he cut short right there. He probably would have caught me if he would have just kept going on the line he was on. But he's still gaining quick. 3.8 seconds to first place. Went a little deep on that curb, lost some momentum right there, lost some speed. With a 30-second lap right now. I don't know how that Lambo just took off, but he ended up taking off. This corner, this was a good corner for me to be able to catch back up to him. We get right back on him at least. I cut it a little short, but it was good. We got 2 laps remaining, and my front right tire is almost gone, as you can see in the bottom left of your screen. The Lambo almost losing its sliding. Racing ghost and ghost right here. went wide. That time it was on purpose, because I could throttle out right here, not to touch the brakes with that Lambo, literally right next to me. That Porsche in fourth though, he was picked up quick. He was with us the whole time. Starts dropping back on the straight, but he catches back up quick. And that Lambo right there, pushing it way too hard and ends up losing all his speed. He just got me to pass, but somehow holds on. And he's in the grass. He's gone. Somehow he's managed to save himself and keep some of his speed without losing it all. 1 lap remaining. 3.2 from leader, but 3.3, it's growing. As you see, you have the time up there on the chart. I actually start catching him a bit, but he's quick on this corner. As you see, almost a whole second pulled away just in that one corner. Pushing hard to catch him right here. I was pushing this car hard right here. Slamming on the brakes because I pushed for as long as I can. End up saving the corner. Coming off with the clean corner. Down to 2.6 seconds. Still on that chase. He's just quick. That wasn't a great corner, but it was clean enough. 2.8 second lead. And the 3.1 now. Throttle out right here. I let off a little bit so I don't go into that grass. I'm able to throttle out, hold that speed. This was kind of a rough corner right here, but I was able to hold it out and somewhat save the line. Right, coming into the final lap, 3 seconds away from first place, with third place 2.4 right behind me, and third place is closing quick. With the Porsche now in third. He's catching up fast. I was able to actually cut off some time from this Nissan, hitting that best sector right there. 30 seconds. That Porsche still holding the fastest lap by 1 millisecond. Or 10th of a second, I don't know. Point of a second, I guess. The Nissan in first is now only in front by 2.4 seconds. 0.5 seconds. And he's gone. 0.9, 2.9. I pushed way too hard and hit the wall right there. Able to throttle out though, but the Porsche takes second. The gap to fourth is 2 seconds, but it's dropping quick, but I was able to recover on the straight right here. First place is now 5 seconds away. Coming into close, third place. Starting at 6th position, the Porsche in second, and the Nissan up first with the 2 Lambos behind me. Great finish, sprint to the end, and there you go.